New Tesla Cybertruck accessory wants to turn the electric pickup truck into a boat. Speaking of Tesla, I just got reminded, people were losing their minds. It was either yesterday or the day before. Tesla stopped shipping the charge cable with the car. Do you have that story in here somewhere?
Oh, you know what? That was like way back in.
So you just got rid
Slack.
of it? Shout out Falco.
Yeah, you have any thoughts on that?
Well, that was what screwed me up about yesterday, Will, is that you were sending stories through. But yet you weren't coming to do the show. That really confused me.
Well, I always send stories
but do you
day and night.
I know, but the problem is if you send a story, like I even feel this, if I'm sending a story, let's say, I don't know, Friday night, and I know we're not back here till Monday morning, I really don't feel the need to send the story because I'm like, it's going to be old by the time we get there. I mean, maybe there's some exceptions to the rule.
Yeah.
But when I see stories popping off and coming through that was at 8:45 a.m. on a Monday, I'm like, oh, we're shooting. I got the feeling inside that we were going to do the show. But you were just thinking maybe these are still good the following day?
Yeah, they're usually the links that I post up. Hopefully it's developments. There's new developments, you know. But I post whatever. I'm gonna have to do like a filtering process once we go live, anyways, by putting all the links up in the browser.
Right. So
it's like inside baseball.
So then at that point, you would just be like, these stories are too old.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to let people in on how the production takes place. Like, it's like this constant developing scenario where you would have something that you want to talk about, which is fading in significance the older it gets. And you would be making constant adjustments to what you're talking about in order to prioritize the set of stories which are most significant at a particular moment. And sometimes I feel like there's a link that goes in there that is still worth talking about, but it just evaporates into space.
Yeah. I feel like this is the one.
This is the one.
Story, yeah.
This is the story, but I wanted to comment on it because it's kind of funny the way that psychology works around losing things in the box. It was the same thing when smartphones lost the charger in the box. It was this like relatively insignificant thing from a cost perspective. You're spending $1,000 and the charger's worth 15 or 20. But it just was more this symbol of like, don't nickel and dime me, was people's reaction. Like Tesla elevated the prices of their cars in many cases by like $10,000. And people were like, well, inflation. But then they took the cable out and people were like, how dare you?
Yes.
And the cable's not $10,000. So I guess what I'm just trying to get at here is how our relationship with brands, how it's like when you feel like you have something that gets taken away, it's like you're at the restaurant and they put down some bread and then they walk back around and they pick it up before you've eaten it. You'd be like, hey, I had that bread. But meanwhile, you go to some...
you claimed it.
You go to some restaurants, they never give you bread in the first place and you don't even think about it. It's kind of like that, where once you've had it a certain way. Anyway, so here you have the exchange that started, well, some of it on Twitter. Disappointing move, Elon Musk. This was the news. Tesla has now officially removed the mobile connector as a standard accessory with every new car purchase. You can purchase it separately for $400. Elon says usage statistics were super low, so seemed wasteful. On the minor plus side, we will be including more plug adapters with the mobile connector kit if you buy it, I guess, for $400. It's hard, man. People are going to have their own impression of it, how they want to think about it. They're like, because Apple said the same thing. Apple said
usage was low.
It's the environment, right?
Oh, no. Well,
No, because what he's saying, if usage was low, it means why are we making these things and shipping these things that you may use it one day?
Yeah.
It's similar to the environment argument. Apple was saying you already have a power brick. You've been buying phones from us for however long. Usage will be low. I mean, it's another way of saying it. His is sounds more like a developer. Low usage.
I thought the timing wasn't great either. The Twitter stuff was going on, and I don't know.
It's out of stock.
Shortage?
Yeah.
That doesn't look
Hopefully.
like, if the item's out of stock, doesn't seem like usage is low. Well, the adapters are good as well. I sometimes find myself having to adapt to the universal chargers.
Adapt to the adapter?
I don't mind adapting.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but it's better than not being able to in the first place.
Do you have any thoughts as a Tesla owner?
I'm probably a bad use case because for me, I'm using the charger back there 95% of the time. And the other 5% of the time is a supercharger.
What if it's like...
I take that back. There's a few public charge spots around town, but that adapter is just a clip-in piece, which I presume the car is still going to get, which just fits onto the universal charger. It's not these cables.
Okay.
This is for adapting the regular at-home plug, right? Yeah, it's for adapting a regular home style plug. Although, I will say this. I was at a resort hotel thing for like a day. And I was like, do you guys have a place to charge an electric car? And it was up north, sort of. Well, to be whatever. Because they had advertised it, that there was a place. And I didn't even need the charge. I was just curious. Like, would a place like this out here have an electric car charger yet? Would they just install one? And the guy's like, yeah, it's right around the corner. And he's like, but it's not anything fancy. I get around the corner and it's like an orange extension cable. So now, if you're staying at a resort and you're going to be there a while and you're going to be in your hotel room, maybe it doesn't matter if it's a slow charge. You're just happy to have it. Because by the time you're ready to leave the place, whatever, you charged up.
Yeah.
But you would need that adapter to make that conversion.
Which one?
I didn't even bother with it once I saw it. I was like, well, I don't really even need it. What is that? Gen 2 NEMA. No.
The one on the left, no?
Yeah, is that a household outlet?
Yeah.
Yeah, corded mobile connector.
Oh.
$400 and out of stock. So.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that you were looking at, if you just go back to that for a second, the thing below there, yeah, that's a Gen 2 mobile connector bundle. So that's confusing because why is the old one $400 and then it's $270? But maybe the fact that they're not including it anymore, it's slightly less. I don't know. Is that a new product, new listing? Anyway, that adapter on the far right for $50, which I believe is still included. Scroll up a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm talking about the right one. Is that the only adapter that looks like that? Yeah, that one gets used frequently. Well, I don't know if I should say frequently, but every so often when you have a universal style charger and you need to plug your Tesla into it. That'll convert it for you. But that'll be a slower charge than a Tesla supercharger.
Right.
Anyway, it's all symbolic. You just feel like you're spending all this money and you're like, it's like, now you want a couple $100 for this thing that people used to get for free. And you just can't help it. It's human nature when you feel like you used to have something and it goes away. Even though they charge you $10,000 more for the vehicle. Inflation.
That's how it works.
Are you guys feeling inflation at all? You noticing it? Because let me just say something that happened to me yesterday. And don't worry, I'll get back to the Cybertruck accessory. Well, you don't have to be anywhere, do you? I see you fidgeting around over there. Where you got to be? You got a heart out?
No.
Go ahead, Will. Let us have it, man. What's going on?
No, just a bit hungry.
You want to order something?
No, we're good.
I saw somebody, Alfredo just says he go get me a pizza, Will.
I have to get him a pizza?
Oh, wow. I thought it was the other way around until I read it. I saw the word pizza and Will. I thought he was suggesting pizza for you as well.
Yeah, maybe we'll.
I thought
share a
he
pizza.
bought you a slice.
Yeah.
And do you want? I have snacks from Germany over here.
No, it's fine.
Like I can bring these over there.
I'm good.
Shout out Mo. Anyway, I was over at, speaking of being hungry, I was having tacos actually last night.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong. These are amazing tacos. Legit authentic Mexican tacos.
Oh, that'll put a dent in your wallet.
Like as far as around here is concerned.
Yeah, authentic tacos
Like
here in Canada.
I'm far away from Mexico. Like it ain't no food truck. I mean, there probably is a food truck, but I'm just saying these were premium tacos.
Mm-hmm.
And then the inflation component. Me and the people I was with, we kind of looked at each other. We're like, was that expensive for like a takeout tacos?
What was the price and how many tacos?
So you approach the counter to order and you have two options, 3 or 5. Okay. But the guy's like, how hungry are you? And I don't know. And I got the kids with me and they're like, there's some other kids there as well that have gone previously. And they're like, oh, you got to get 5. You're going to eat 5 of these tacos.
$40.
No, but there's 3. For me, there's 3 of us. There's me and the 2 boys. And so I look at it. And by the way, I'm eating tacos no matter what. That could have been $100.
Wow, come on.
At that point, I'm eating tacos. I'm in the place. We've gone there specifically. I've heard that it's good. They got me. They got me right where they want me.
No, there's a number. I think I'm out at.
You're out. You're leaving the place. No, there's other people. We've created this event. Vin, you can't. There's other people depending on you here.
Right.
If it's just you, okay, maybe. But if you are tasked with feeding these people and you're going to this Mexican restaurant as your destination, it's very difficult to pull the plug at that point. But people are going to lose their minds in the chat, particularly those probably in the southern part of the United States, let alone Mexico. Mm-hmm. Because this set of 5 tacos.
What was the protein or what?
The option.
Okay, so you actually pick from 11.
Because I think fish is a little.
You pick from 11 different tacos, and it's the same price no matter what you pick.
Wow, 11 options.
11.
Oh,
so there's pulled pork,
all the same price.
beef, brisket, chicken, fish,
like carnita style.
Yep. And there's a few vegetarian ones too. I didn't order those, but there was like a potato one. But you pick 5 out of the 11. So and most people are mixing it up.
All right. How much?
I think it was $26 for 5. But it's a takeout counter.
What's the size?
They're like traditional
Taco Bell size, like a Taco Bell.
Vin, that's not traditional.
No, but I need a reference.
They're usually smaller.
They are.
It's a smaller
like,
taco. But
you're talking about a 2-biter?
You're talking about a 2-biter.
Yeah.
You're talking about a 2-biter.
Ooh, that stings.
I'm in the 10 taco range, and that's.
Explain yourself. You're in the 10 taco range.
You just 2 bites.
No, you're not going to eat 10 of these. I was good after 5. I was good. My kids, on the other hand, because they were pretty hungry, they know how to eat as well. And they may have been able to do more than 5. But anyway, I bought 15 and with drinks, and I'm at $100. Now that's Canadian dollars for anybody who's curious, but the important part is it's not a fancy restaurant. It's a takeout counter. You bring the food to like a small table if you're eating there, but it looks like it's a lot of takeout that comes through.
Was it good?
Amazing.
It was amazing.
It was great.
Okay. Well, would you go again?
No, but I see people in the chat, they're saying I'm not spending more than 15 for that.
Yeah, what did you say again? 25?
And people, and even more specifically, corn or flour tortilla. It's a corn tortilla. No. It's not 26 each. No. It was $26 for 5.
And that's $18 US.
And I'm tipping. Oh, here we go. We have Mexico in the chat. By the way, shout out Ari again for giving us a super chat. It's easier for me to see, and also I can now use this money to pay for those tacos. He says, oh man, traditional authentic tacos in Mexico are 50 cents to 75 cents, and the best are from the street carts. Well, I know that. We all know that.
Yeah.
So, you see the problem here, Will.
What was
But I understand, like, real estate and the costs over here are out of control. But it was a moment where I just had an inflation moment.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. It's like, I see this. I see what's going on. The guy was at the end of the plaza. I'm like, this is not a volume business. It's got to be people who really want this experience, and they're willing to pay for it. And he's trying to make life happen at a lower volume, but a customer who appreciates it.
Well, what's like a McChicken meal or a Big Mac meal at right now? Like, you're
I would say
like 15?
maybe
You're a little under 15? It's somewhere
maybe
between
13.
Yeah. It's a little, I think it's over 11.
Oh, A&W prices are
Will has this is not the first time you've done this on the show.
what, A&W?
You're very upset with the A&W
I love
pricing.
A&W, and man, it's really sad. It's so expensive.
It's $20 for one person? Is it to that extent or not
Around
quite?
there, yeah.
Is it getting there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, stuff is going on. So
You had an ad. There was a super chat for an ad, maybe of a taco place downtown Toronto.
yeah, it was. I saw it, but I Will can click on it.
No, I can find it.
It's at the top still. It's a $10 super chat.
Trey Compadre.
Trey Compadre. Well, Vinwood might take you up on that. I think it said King Street West, though.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
then, yeah.
Somebody in the chat says $18 is 7 days of eating for me.
Yeah.
That's effective.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's effective.
yeah.
But Canada is far from Mexico. That's true. And therefore, the tacos are a delicacy over here. It kind of is, man.
Oh.
But the unfortunate part about that is, like Finn said, he can go to Taco Bell and get 100 tacos for that price. Maybe not 100, but that's the unfortunate part. Anyway, for me, it was worth it. The kids loved it. They're like, why are these tacos so good? And I was like, well, it's kind of the real deal right there. And the beauty of it was they had a little bit of everything, and they weren't substituting. Oh, the guy also has a no mod rule. No modifications.
I'm fine with that.
So basically, you can't come in and be like, I don't want that or that in the thing.
Yeah. Too much time.
Shout out Vetla. He's got a question for you, Will. When do we get Willie Doo's drain plug shirts? You're slacking, Will.
I'm looking into them. I think Mo has a great idea
Whoa.
with drain plugs
All
and
right.
shirts.
All
So,
right.
soon,
Yeah.
hopefully.
See, somebody said no onions. This guy, I don't know. He wasn't feeling the substitutions, which could be the sign of a high quality restaurant because the man believes in his flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got to come around to them. And I got to be honest. I feel like if the kids would have had substitutions, they would have done it.
Yes, they would have. It would have been a nightmare.
And then the fact that they didn't,
Yeah.
and they enjoyed everything. So I was kind of happy that was the message. I was like, see, kids, what are you going to do? Starve? And they took all the different varieties and they ate and loved everything and wanted more. And then got the churros at the end. So it's a little bit of a taco tangent.
Okay.
A taco tangent on a Tuesday, which is actually the taco day as well, is it not?
What's the taco day? What's the deal?
Just taco. You're supposed to have tacos on Tuesday.
Oh.
You never heard of Taco Tuesday before?
Well, LeBron did something.
Go ahead, Vin.
Well, but KFC, I think, is Toonie Tuesday. I don't know if they still do
remember
that.
that.
You
one.
can't do a Toonie Tuesday. Inflation. Inflation, man.
What were you getting for a Toonie? It was a box
You
meal,
got two.
wasn't
You
it?
got 2 pieces of chicken and fries
Yes.
for $2. You can't do it anymore. But this is a Taco Tangent Tuesday. But I don't know if somebody's gonna go for tacos after this. We just did the most massive advertisement for tacos in general. And the other thing we did is, since we made it seem so expensive, somebody who's in Texas right now is like, I'm going for tacos. They got a whole new appreciation with $2 tacos. Mm-hmm. And somebody in Mexico is like, oh my God, they're so appreciative of the 50-cent taco.
Yeah.